Hello, this is Mustard Ketchup Mayo 1000. We're back, you know, for another video. It's been a minute again. Apologies. School's just been, you know, getting at me. But yeah, let's see. I remember the last video I made was for this one, Renan Allen versus Rainer de Ritter. And I believe the second one, or not the second one, the one I didn't get to cover, were these two. Wait, no, apologies. I did not cover. I did cover 321. I remember that. I did not cover Steve Garcia versus David Onama, and then I didn't cover Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown. So let me just go over it real quick. I expected this. I had that. I had this. I had this. I had this. I had Dumas. Dante Johnson. You're him. I failed. You're him. I had Cheng Ho Lee. Timmy Kawamba. I still don't see much from him, my opinion, but who knows. Kevin Christian I had, but Billy Adekana is actually, an actual fighter. I don't know why I chose against him. I don't know. Ever since I saw him lose to, what's that guy's name? I forgot the guy's name, but it was on his debut. He lost to him. It was Bogdan. Bogdan. Is it Bogdan Uzmir? No, that's Volkan. No, Bogdan. Anthony Smith clone. I'm forgetting his name. But he lost to him. Couldn't really trust him because of that, but yeah, he comes back. Then I had Alan Nascimento, so I was super surprised about this one. Like, I don't know why he. Oh wait, never mind. He wasn't a dog. I had Daniel Franza, but I should have understood that. Bad keys, not bad. I had, really enough, I had Yadir, Del Valle. I honestly do think he's better than Isno Dolgarian. Don't get me wrong, I know there was like the whole cheating betting scandal, but even then I think Yadir would have won. Isaac Dolgarian's tank is really, really bad. But yeah, I'm glad he got a win. Glad he, even though it was kind of a farce, sadly, I'm glad he won. You know, good to see him have a little ego boost. I had Themba. Jesus, man. Why are you listening to a damn near 40-year-old Jeremiah Wells? Waldo I had as well. Waldo title run is still in place. Pavlovich was just a bump in the road. We're back. Steve Garcia I had. And then the next one was Bonfim versus Randy Brown. Go over it real quick. I had Zach Reese easy, Daniel Marcos easy, Denise Gomez easy, Josh Hockett easy. I don't know why people are acting like this was even crazy though. Daniel Marcos easy. Jacqueline Cavalcanti easy. Mara Buenaselva looks god awful. She has no energy, no will to fight anymore. Please cut her. Ricky Simone, I thought he did well enough to at least get a split decision, but I'm not really upset with this decision. Barcelo's won. So, Hydra Mill, yeah, after he hit 35, he gave up. I had Christian Limor Duncan actually, funnily enough. Yeah, I had him by decision. I'm surprised by the KO. Chris Padilla I had by KO. I had him by decision actually. Never mind. I had Chris Padilla though. Earl's Medic easy. I don't know why people even picked Muslim Salikov. Kind of had like a fluke run. Plus he's 41. Justin Morales easy. Gabriel Bonfim relatively easy. I thought I was gonna go with distance, but stuff happens. He won, so yeah. Now we're gonna do UFC 322. 322. Who's ready for? Who's ready for this? I am. Yeah. First fight. Vlaslav Vorshev. I can never pronounce his first name. Vyacheslav Borshev versus Mateus Camilo. I have Borshev. I don't think Camilo is that bad of a fighter, in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think he's that bad. Only thing is, it's kind of weird, just because I know Borshev has like power behind his fists, but Camilo has lost outside of the UFC. It'd be different if he came in 9-1, 9-0, but he's came in 9-2. So it makes me really question his competition. Gabe Green isn't. I want to. Gabe Green's okay, and I think Gabe Green would probably lose to Borshev. You know, maybe a little hot take. I don't know, but I do think he would lose to Borshev. So no, like because of that, I do think Borshev could win, and he's kind of due. To be fair, he is pretty due for a win. Um, Borshev isn't even that bad. He's just kind of fodder, and I feel bad for him. But I wouldn't be surprised if he won this. So yeah, Borshev decision. Definitely wouldn't be. No, yeah, I think decision. He either catches Camilo or he's gonna get caught, or he's gonna KO him. Either one. But yeah, Baisungsur Susurkayev versus Eric Makoniko. I think it's Susurkayev KO round one. To be fair, I think Makoniko has something behind him, but like the fact that he got KO'd by Ruziboyev, which is not a bad loss. Ruziboyev is really good. Um, and I think anybody who is relatively safe and sound striking defense wise could still get knocked out by him, even if they're safe. So this is not something to beat yourself up about, but I do think Sasurkayev, no, round two. I think it's round two. I don't think he's strong. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's crazy crazy. You know, I think he has a skill he has a ceiling gap or ceiling, and he's not reaching that ceiling yet, but they're pushing him like Bo Nickel, and Bo Nickel obviously has a ceiling. We've seen. I feel the same way it's gonna come for Sasurkayev, not against Mechanical though. So I think it's gonna be round two. Angela Hill versus Fatima Klein. I think Fatima Klein wins. Mm, I would not be surprised if as in Angela Hill goes the distance and possibly gets a split decision. Don't I'm not wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say. Either ways, I think she's gonna Fatima Klein's probably gonna take her down, and yeah. Chepe Mariscal versus Pat Sabatini. This one's interesting. I thought Chepe would be a favorite against Sabatini. Because don't get me wrong, Sabatini's not bad. Sabatini's actually pretty good. Like, okay, the Damon Jackson loss is kind of interesting. I don't think that's a good win or a good loss. But he has a win over Lucas Almeida, which is He lost to Diego Lopez, which is completely understandable. Jonathan Pierce submission, good comeback or a good bounce back, and he beats Joanderson Brito. Interesting, super interesting. I thought Joanderson Brito was gonna go far. Now he's been showing me the complete opposite. I think Chepe Mariscal though is really relentless. He's really good KO wise, submission wise. Like he's a dog. He's a dog, man. I don't see what Pat Sabatini can do besides wrestle him. But even then, Chepe has shown that he is good. Chepe is good. He should be fighting in the ranks now. He should be fighting for a rank slot. And I'm assuming they both are at this point. So yeah, I think I'm taking Chepe KO round one. Yeah, in my opinion. And I don't see why, because supposedly it's a rematch as well. Chepe won split decision first time around, and I believe there's a thing that says any fight any rematch that happens, usually the winner of the first fight not always, but usually wins the rematch. Um, Instances where that doesn't happen is Magomedov um, or Big Ink versus Alex. That was one instance. I don't know another instance off the top of my head, but it is really common for the rematch to end in the favor of the person who won the first one. Literally Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern versus what's her face? Jan Dodoba. Everybody was on Jan Dodoba. I had Mackenzie Dern, but a lot of people were on Jan Dodoba. and clearly, people don't really learn from their mistakes. Next fight, GM3 versus Kyle Dawkins. I'm taking Dawkins, but I would not be surprised if GM3 pulls off a sneaky submission, in my opinion. Excuse me. Because I don't know. Kyle Dawkins is okay. I don't think he's as crazy as people make him out to be. And it's a second run. You know, second runs, people, they want to go crazy. They want to come back. They want to make a statement. So hopefully he does good. But since I'm assuming it's probably going to be pretty like on the floor, either that or either Kyle knocks him out or they're going to be on the floor just wrestling or trying to submit each other. So I'm hoping KO round one if he wants to win. Realistically, probably some submission for either one or a decision. Oh, next one is Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon. This one is really interesting. I have Wellmaker decision, right? But I could also see Cody Haddon decision. Cause I mean, Cody Haddon is not chump. He is not a chump. Like the Dan Argueta fight, but he's not a chump. He's not. And then we look at Wellmaker and like Cameron Simon is a really damn good win. I would rank that high pretty highly. But then Chris Moutinho is not that good as a win in my opinion. Like he should have been fighting way higher than this. I don't know why they gave poor Chris Wellmaker, or if anything, Wellmaker to poor Chris. I feel like he deserves something nicer for a comeback. God, he's gonna have CTE, man. I feel bad. Cody Haddon also like, I think he's good. I don't know. I call me crazy, but I think he's just gonna wrestle him. Have him on the. Hello. I just wanted to make a little quick insertion. Um, I know the Wellmaker fight fell through. Cody Haddon. So I had Cody Haddon by decision, but I'm gonna take Malcolm Wellmaker by KO round one. La, 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 la. I'm okay with being wrong on this one. I like both of them, but I do think just having like the wrestling aspect of it just also makes me think like, okay, he's gonna do good. Yeah. But he could also easily just knock him out, as in Wellmaker. So, let me. You know what? Let's just double check. Let's just double check. Yeah, his only loss is by decision. Um, his only loss is by and it was to Steve Erceg. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I feel bad. I really do want either a KO or a decision. I don't know. I really hope they do well though. I hope they, regardless of whoever wins. I hope they both have flourishing careers. I just think Cody Haddon just seems a lot more well-rounded in my opinion, and this would be like a good dog either as well. Not to like just pick a dog just to pick a dog, but he would be a good dog. Next fight, Aaron Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez 2. So the rematch as well. I'm taking Tracy Cortez decision. Aaron Blanchfield, as long as you have some reach, as in Manon Friot, you can keep her at a distance and she can't do shit. She can't do anything. But if you have Tracy Cortez, who she keeps it on the feet, I think she will win. Cause, hey, this is a big moment alert. Tracy Cortez won the first fight. I believe decisively too. She won by unanimous, I believe. Let's make sure. Split decision. So that could have gone either way. But regardless, I'm still taking Tracy Cortez. I'm still taking Tracy Cortez. Yeah, I think she's fine to win this again. Varian Blanchfield was younger at the time, but so was Tracy. And I think with time, women fighters do get better. Like, they can go on to, like, what? 38, 39? They'll be fine. Tracy Cortez probably entering her prime, if anything. Aaron Blanchfield's still young, has a lot of time to learn. I think Tracy Cortez wins this. Next fight, Roman Kopylov versus Gregory Rodriguez. This one's weird. I'm not too safe about this one. I think Gregory Rodriguez, cause yes, he can like knock out Kopylov. I'm not saying he can't, but the way that Gregory fights is like he's very susceptible to getting knocked out, one, and two, gassing out. And knowing that, I do want to take Kopylov as a dog, just because he isn't bad. Like he's not bad. Like his wins are his wins are and his losses To be fair, the Anthony Hernandez one was on short notice, so I can't really blame him. The Paulo Costa one did not look good at all. Like he looked really, really bad. But I do think. Actually, no. I know that Gregory Rodriguez has power in his hands, but Roman Kopylov is like a stand-up man. He is a stand-up boy. Because of that, I think he's safe in knowing not to get knocked out, and I think he could, if anything, reciprocate that and knock out Gregory Rodriguez. So I'm taking him by decision. Uh, yeah, I could see this, but I could see either one winning. To be honest, this should be more pick'ems in my opinion. Oh wait, I forgot. Gregory Rodriguez does have the takedown uh, threat though, and Roman Kopylov cannot do a takedown at all. If he takes him down, it's a game. That's the fight. Like he's not getting back up, and he's not gonna get knocked out. I don't think, but he's not definitely not getting back up. I want to say Roman Kopylov wins. He should win. I'm gonna take him. I take him as a dog A, but also B. I think he's just gonna be a lot more safer all around. Gregory Rodriguez is very plotty. Kopylov is very kickboxer. I mean, he's literally a kickboxer. He's gonna be more safe about it. So I'm gonna take Kopylov by decision. Next fight: Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. Vieira taking Bo Nickel decision. I could definitely see Rodolfo Vieira submitting Bo Nickel. But like I'm seeing this as I'm looking at this from like the Bo Nickel standpoint, where, or rather the Andrew Petrosky fight. Andrew Petrosky is like I want to say shittier, but a shittier Bo Nickel. Um, yeah, he's like a shittier Bo Nickel. And with all due respect, Petrosky, you know, his striking, if anything, I would say Petrosky might have better striking. But anyways, um, yeah, Bo Nickel is just like that, in the sense that like his wrestling is very similar to Petrosky. So knowing that, I think Vieira might lose just because he won't be able to get a submission off. So I think decision. Plus his ego is probably really low, as in Bo, so he probably won't be doing too hot. Next fight: Benil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis. Benoit. This is the main card now, so everybody lock in. BSD wins by KO round one. Dariush is too washed. He's not coming back. He's 36. He's had a great career, and I think his career is good. I think he's had a really good career. But saying that though, I don't think he should be fighting for the belt, or not should be fighting for the belt. I don't think he should be in the rankings anymore. I think he should retire. I think he should have retired after the Moicano fight, in my opinion. And if he doesn't, I hope he retires in this one. Cause yeah, he's had a great career. He needs to kind of wrap it up though, in my opinion. I don't think he's ever gonna touch the belt, especially at his age. So yeah, I'm taking Benoit KO round one. I think this is really free. This is probably like a lock in my opinion, especially at 190. Well, it's not the greatest odds, but you know, not bad. KO round one. Next fight: Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. Prates KO round two. The only thing about Leon is that I do not trust him to take a shot. Like this dude has no will to fight anymore. He's just like Myra Bueno Silva. I think Leon just doesn't care anymore. He's 34. He's not touching the belt again. He got literally embarrassed by Bilal. He got embarrassed by Sean Brady as well. Like, this is not. I'm sorry, but his run was a fluke. He is a fluke, a fraud. I would even say. Prates is entering his prime. One, two. He actually is promising. Three. He's not. He's not Leon Edwards. And knowing that, I think Prates is just gonna knock him out. There's no other way of putting this. He is knocking his ass out. KO round 2. I will say Leon is a little defensive, as in he runs away and tries to like not get caught in like a corner or I guess like on the fence. Uh, but Prates is very plotty as well with that Muay Thai stance. A Muay Thai fighter is gonna walk down his opponent, knowing that Carlos is gonna knock him out, one way or another. He's gonna keep going. He's gonna be relentless as he was against Jeff Neal and Ian Gary and Neil Magny and Jiang Li. Or I don't know why I call him Jin Liang. Call him, what is he called? The Roach? I forgot what he was called. Like, as he did with Charles Radke, like he walks him down, he puts him on the fence, and he starts like teeing off. He catches him. I think that's kind of like the fighting nerd style, in my opinion. It's just catching them on the fence. The only one that doesn't do that is probably like Kyle. Kyle probably doesn't do that, but I do think he is able to plot him down, get him on the fence, and then just knock him out. KO round 2. If you can circle out like Leon does, you'll be fine. But I don't think Leon isn't the greatest, in my opinion. I don't know why he ever touched gold. That just says a lot about the welterweight division at that time. So yeah. Next fight, Sean Brady versus Michael Morales. I have Morales by decision, but I do think Sean Brady has a really good chance. I like both of them in my opinion. I really like both. Um, but I will say I would not be surprised if Sean Brady wins just because he's entering his prime. One, two. Michael Morales still has a lot of time to learn. Like his opponents, like a Jake Matthews decision win is pretty fucking good, really good. Neil Magny KO really good as well. Gilbert Burns KO really good, but Gilbert Burns is on a downfall, sadly. But these two are really good wins. But then you look at Sean Brady and Calvin Gastelum, Gilbert Burns good, and then the Leon one was really good. But it's just like you have to go off of his loss. Like Michael Morales still hasn't had a loss, like in his favor. Sean Brady has, and it was against Bilal. But Bilal is very not plotty. He's just like getting KO'd by Bilal. Like I'm not here to make fun of anybody, but getting KO'd by Bilal just says a lot about your stand-up. And and Sean Brady has improved that. I have watched his fights. I've seen him literally improve. Knowing that, I still think Morales could not finish, but could put in the same game plan as Bilal, but just more stand-up. Less wrestling, more stand-up. And I guess that's where Sean Brady does kind of lack, is in his stand-up to a degree. As soon as he gets a takedown, oh my god, that's his reign, that's his world. But if he's standing, I think Morales does win. I do think Sean Brady's game is to take him down as soon as he can. So I'm taking Morales decision. Yeah. Next fight, Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili. Or Weili Zhang. Taking Zhang decision. Valentina Shevchenko is a fraud. I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't think she's good. I don't think she's good. I repeat, I do not think she's good. She is a fraud. Give me Weili Zhang. I do not believe in Valentina Shevchenko. Yes, this is biased. I do not care. Valentina Shevchenko is not winning this. This is Zhang Weili's world. Shevchenko is just living in it. No one can convince you otherwise. Zhang Weili, a reminder, this is Zhang Weili's world. Shevchenko's just living in it. And then just on top of that, like I think also Weili's definitely on some sauce. the Chinese, I feel like a lot of the Chinese fighters are on sauce, and to be fair, a lot of the fighters are, but especially the Chinese fighters, they're definitely on sauce. They're definitely on something. I would say a good portion of them are on something, and I'm sure Shevchenko could technically be on that too because I think she's like a traveling person, like a nomad. Anyways, I do think Zhang Wei Li is her resume is a lot more impressive than Valentina's. Like, in my opinion, in my opinion. Um, like she lost to Amanda Nunes. She lost to Amanda Nunes, and that's not a bad loss, but that does say a lot. Beat Priscilla Cachoeira. Cachoeira is not good. Um, wait, when did she fight up? Why would she fight up? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Beat Joanna. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce the last name, but she beat Joanna. Um, Jessica I. Let's go. This she's in the PFL. Yeah, she's in the PFL now. Jennifer Maya, Jessica Andrade. Like these are like interesting, yeah. But Alexa Grasso was really her first like taste at like an actual fight, actual opponent that would give her issues. Don't see the same for everybody else. In my opinion, not here to judge. I'm not crazy about that, but like let's be honest. I think Alexa Grasso is gonna put on a better fight than half of these people. Lauren Murphy old, Talia Santos washed, Jessica Andrade. I don't know at the time. I don't know how well she was doing. Jennifer Maya is really old. Uh, Caitlyn, I don't know who this is. Anyways, she lost. Liz Carmel, she's probably like the closest thing to a like decent run for her money, but she's in the PFL now. Same for Joanna, but she was probably old at the time too. It's very. I don't believe in the hype. I don't. Zhang Wei Li is a lot better, in my opinion. So Zhang Wei Li decision. Next fight, JDM versus Islam. I'm taking JDM. I'm taking JDM. And my reason for taking JDM is that I don't believe that he has shown his full potential at all. He's 29. He still has a long way to go, and he's already a champ. Welterweight is B. Welterweight is like a super stacked division. Knowing that, he went pretty far. Randy Brown, he beat decisively, and I feel like Randy Brown, even though he lost to Gabriel Bonfim, Gabriel Bonfim, I think he can still go kind of far. This was I don't know what this was. Kevin Holland, Gilbert Burns is a good win. This was at the beginning of his downfall. So he was the one that stopped Gilbert. And Bilal it's a really good win. It's a really good win. That being said, Islam is good. Islam is really good. But I don't. He's just like a slightly better Bilal, but he's smaller. Knowing that he's smaller than Bilal, I don't trust him to win. I don't. JDM is massive in welterweight. Huge, I would even say. This sounds like Glaze, but no, he's just big. JDM is just better. Islam, on the other hand, he's reaching that age. He's definitely on sauce, but he's reaching that age. He's had time to like fill in his frame. Sorta. I don't know. I don't know. JDM, it's either KO or like you make it really obvious that you're gonna win. Like there's no other option for him. And I hope he understands that, because I mean, what else do you have besides what? Catching him off guard, like tickling his feet or something. Like he needs to be on his P's and Q's. Knowing that though, I still take JDM. KO round 5 decision is what I would do. Um, this is gonna be a really good fight though. I don't care, regardless of the outcome. It's gonna be really good. Hopefully not something dumb happens, but you know. But yeah, but then let me give you my breakdowns, or I guess like my confidence levels on each one, because I have to do that. I would say this one, JDM, low confidence. Jay Lee, Jay Lee, Wei Li Zhang, high confidence. Pick'em slash low confidence, high confidence, lock, lock. That's a lock. Uh, Medium confidence, uh, low confidence. I would say. High confidence, pick'em. This is pick'ems. I don't care what anybody tells me. This is pick'ems. Low confidence, high confidence slash lock. Medium confidence. So circa of, I mean, this is a lock, but you know. And then I would say low confidence, but I'm willing to take the shot on Borshev. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. But yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Catch up, Mr. May 1000. And I'm out.